Hello viewers, imagine renting a luxury, fully furnished residential unit with hotel-like amenities such as housekeeping, fitness, food and beverage services, audio-visual enabled meeting rooms, you name it. And of course, this house is in a serene neighborhood and with neither a fixed contract nor a strict occupancy arrangement. You can check out whenever you wish. It's a hybrid concept that is taking the hospitality world by storm. Are apartment hotels the new preference for hospitality investors? That's among the questions that we'll be seeking to answer in today's show from leading real estate developer cum investor, together with seasoned hospitality business experts. You do not want to miss that conversation. Also in today's show, we'll be learning about the interior design profession with the Dimensions interior director, Charity Stromsmo, who has practiced for over 25 years. Imagine. Now, if you're passionate about decor and space style, then this interview will offer you more insight into the formal aspects of the actual profession. At the tail end of the show, we'll be looking at glass as a predominant modern building material. What is the suitable type of glass for curtain walling? Stay with us to get more answers. You're watching Property Focus, your window into the world of architecture, building construction, and real estate. I'm Peter Ngigi, and welcome to yet another amazing show. Let's go. Now, in the 21st century, smart means convenience, and many business operators have already understood this reality, including property developers and real estate investors. In this segment today, we're looking at one smart real estate investment, the apartment hotels. The best way to understand how this model works, we're going to be reviewing the Executive Residency Apartment Hotel along Riverside Drive here in Nairobi. The developer Feather Group will tell us why they opted for this investment, and the operator Triumph Limited, who are experts in hospitality business, will tell us more about what insight came upon this particular concept. Now, let's go talk to them and just find out what informed their decision in just a bit. Let's go. Welcome to Property Focus, Mudeo.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be on the show.
Glad to have you. So tell us, what is an apartment hotel?
It's a serviced apartment with hotel-like features.
Okay.
And therefore, residents can stay for as short or as long as they want. They will get hotel services, but the key difference is the room typology. And you find that apartment hotels then tend to have self-catering facilities or studios and larger size apartments compared to hotels, which are just typical hotel rooms.
What are the key features an apartment hotel should have?
Okay, so different typology of apartments would be good, because there are people who are looking for studios, there are people who are looking for one beds, there are people who want two beds. There's even a market for 3-bedroom and 4-bedroom. Not as large as the other ones based on our research in Nairobi. So if you have a mix of units, that would be good within the building, because then that would enable you to sell to a wider segment of the market. When we started the business 9 years ago, a restaurant was not necessary, but now it is becoming almost a must-have. So a well-fitted restaurant with a good bar offering would be nice. We also find that gyms are quite important. Just the ability to pop out of your apartment, take a few steps, use the gym in the morning or in the evening, and then get back to your accommodation. So that's quite key as well. Yeah, so I'd say a variety of rooms, a good restaurant outlet, a gym, and a swimming.
So what does the future hold for Triumph and other apartments in the hospitality business?
Okay, in terms of a market, like I said, I see it maturing a little more in terms of just that different product differentiation. So at what level of the market do I want to come in? So that's a question investors are having to ask themselves. And even from the beginning say, I want to aim for a 3-star rating or 4-star or 5-star, or its equivalent. So you're going to start seeing a differentiation in terms of product. We are definitely seeing what you call a price compression, which is, when we started, a 1-bedroom apartment could go as far as high as 250,000 shillings a month. Now those prices are coming down. As the supply is getting more as the supply is becoming more, guests have a lot more choice. I think the latest trend now is branding. And we're starting to see the emergence of branded residences where developers are partnering with international brands just to improve on marketability and what we call distribution channels to be able to get more customers from wider field than when they are in Nairobi. So I think those are the growing trends at the moment.
Mudeu, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Lovely place.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Perhaps you
welcome
can
anytime.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Perhaps you can try out this lunch and
Yes.
see the chef really cooking something good there.
Yes, and that's something people don't know. Restaurants in apartment hotels are open to the public. So karibuni sana.
Asante sana.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Now, we have real estate investor and developer, Mr. Munene, Executive Director of Feather Group Limited. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.
Tell us about hospitality real estate.
Hospitality in Kenya composes of hotels, serviced apartments, and in our case, we have a unique product, which is an apart hotel, which is a mixture of serviced apartments and hotel offering. So what we have here is a typical hotel, but the rooms are not your standard single rooms, but are apartments. And that's what we offer here. And you get all the complimentary services that you find in any hotel.
So what key considerations do you have to consider in terms of design space whenever you're putting up an apartment hotel?
The key focus for any investor is to have the customer in mind when you're doing the development. You need to ask yourself, who is the customer who will visit your property and what are the requirements for that customer? Not only current requirements, but future requirements. So for us, we wanted to stand out. So we have our average space is between 65 square meters to 120 square meters per every apartment, a mix of 1 and 2 bedrooms apartments. In the market, you'll find much smaller units. For us, we wanted to give not only great service to our customer, but fantastic space where the customer can then live and work from. So we say you live and work and play at Best Executive Residency by Best Western.
Kind of business, you just mentioned the customers.
In this market, you have a mix of what you call independent operated hotels and branded hotels. Now we fall in the category of branded hotels. A few of those have come into the market and therefore the space is becoming quite competitive. But we are looking to continue standing out and giving a fantastic offering to our customer.
Okay.
Yes.
Any parting shot for anybody who's looking to hire out your spaces or anything you think our viewers should know about?
I want to welcome all viewers to Executive Residency by Best Western. It's a beautiful property. We are on Riverside Drive, opposite Uganda High Commission. We have a beautiful restaurant that's open to the public. We have fantastic conference facility that is open to corporates and even individual groups or chamas or anybody who wants to have a meeting here. And most importantly, we have a well-done product in terms of our rooms.
Thank you very much, Mr. Munene.
It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you for staying with us. We're taking a short break, but when we're back, we're going to be chatting with Charity Strassmore, the Dimensions Interiors boss, talking all things interior design. Do not go away. Welcome back. You're watching Property Focus, and from our seasoned guest, we're about to learn about interior architecture, or if you like, design of interior spaces. We have Charity here, interior designer. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you,
Fantastic.
Peter.
Welcome
Thank
to the
you.
show.
Thank you.
So tell us, who is an interior designer in a building project?
Well, interior designer is a person who does the final finishing.
Okay.
But one of the things that we like to do is to be there from the beginning, because we work hand in hand with the architect to do the planning, because this is something that people don't understand. We are actually involved in the planning of the spaces and the flow of the spaces, up to the point where, including the heights of, ceilings or slabs and all these things. But what we do is now the final finishing together with the architect and the project manager. We make sure now we give it the final touch.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right from the conception of the project
Yes.
up until the implementation.
Correct.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, are there any certifications to become an interior designer in Kenya?
Well, I think the minimum requirement for you to be called an interior designer is a bachelor's degree, Bachelor of Arts degree. And but we also have a level where you have the technician level, where you can be an interior design technician, which is more like an associate degree level. And that level is then you have what you call the master's degree. There are people who go on further and get master's degree.
Okay.
And it's become a common trend now for architects who suddenly realize they have a lot of creativity in their design to go into the interior design, and they call themselves interior architects as well. Yeah.
So take us through a day in the life of an interior designer.
Well, for some of us, you can wake up very early because creativity doesn't have a timeline. You might wake up and you have ideas and you start drawing.
Yes.
But mainly you wake up in the morning, check emails, because communication is key. One of the things we do is we send out a lot of emails. We are communicating with the architects, the clients, the mechanical engineers, the electrical engineers. That communication is very important for project planning.
Okay.
After that, we also do a lot of site visits. You have to inspect and not organize. We have the organized site meetings, but we also have unorganized where you go and check on the sites. But we meet occasionally. We go through site meetings, we minute. We all know minutes are like legal documents, which eventually, should anything be a dispute down the road, you can use it. Yeah. And also we do a lot of procurement. There's a part of interior design that people don't realize. We do procurement. If it means even traveling to China to buy things, we will do that as well. We've done that with many clients because procurement is tied up to the holistic look of the space.
True.
Yeah.
What is the biggest challenge interior designers in Kenya face today?
I would actually say regulation, I think. What is happening, because we don't have a very strong regulation for interior design, we're getting a lot of people who are not qualified calling themselves interior designers. And what happens is they water down or probably create a name that interior designer are not effective enough or this and that. So I think that would really help, because I think AAK has done well to regulate that part of the profession. Really. Yeah. And I think I can actually say now things are getting a little bit better, because now we have a body called IDAC. It's called Interior Design Association of Kenya, which is now regulating, informing people, helping also graduates. Sometimes now it's become very difficult to get jobs. So they create a platform for young designers to be able to come look for jobs, find attachments with other architectural companies. We all need a bit of a lift now, because it's becoming quite competitive.
True.
Yeah, so
what modern trends should every interior designer today embrace to, get an edge on top of the rest?
I can actually say embrace technology, because this is the way the world is going. I think before, we could do presentations where we'd show clients drawings, hand-drawn, but now they're asking for walkthroughs, 3D effects, and we used to pay separately for that. Now they expect it, so that's very important that you learn that. The other thing is sustainable design, because I think the world is heading towards the environment, saving the environment. So whatever light fittings you order has to have energy saving. All these sort of things need to be very important. And to be informed, because we're very lucky that the young designers of nowadays have the opportunity to go on the internet and learn information. It's all there for you. So that makes a big difference. But at the same time, not to lose the creativity, even as much as you use a lot of information from the authentic design.
Yes.
It has to be authentic.
Yes. So what can you tell an interior designer aspiring to be just like you?
for you to have decided to be an interior designer, you're obviously a creative person. But what you need to understand is a practice. Understand the practice. And the best way to do this, even as you go to school, is find out what the market trends are, what is going on out there. Attach yourself with firms who are already working, because one of the problems that I feel as an employer we have is most kids lack practical application. It all looks good on paper, but how does it work? So I think that is very, very important. Also, do your research. Find out what other firms are doing. That's all I think I would tell the young people.
Fantastic.
The designers.
Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Glad to have you.
Thank you.
Billboard is up next, and Materials Profile will follow right after.
Banda Homes brings to you Hillsview Estate with 3-bedroom bungalows, master and suite in a gated community along Thika Road next to Mangu High School. These homes are on offer for just 3.5 million. For more information, call 0711 950 950.
Now, as I had mentioned earlier, we're looking at glass for building construction today. Needless to say, it has become one of the major, and in some projects, the largest component of modern building. That's why we're here at Impala Glass to understand this magical material. Let's chat with Satya and learn about it. How are you doing, Mr. Satya?
I'm fine.
Welcome to Property Focus.
Welcome to Impala Glass.
Amazing, delighted to be over here.
Me too.
Now, let's talk about glass in building projects. How is glass made?
See, glass is made basically from sand. The raw material of is sand. And apart from sand, we use dolomite, soda ash, and of course cullets. The broken glass is also used as the raw material. It is all mixed in a batch and heated up to the temperature of 2000 degrees centigrade in a furnace. And when it gets molten, it falls on a molten tin in another chamber. And because of the difference in the density, one floats above other. And in that way, you maintain the thickness of the glass, and the glass comes out from that chamber and flows in a layer that comes at a ribbon, or you can say the sheet. And then gradually the temperature is cooled down, and when it is room temperature, the glass is cut to the different sheet sizes, and it is packed, and then it is dispatched all across the world in the containers.
How many types of glasses are there in the market, and tell us their uses and applications?
I will say there are two types of glasses available. One I will categorize as the annealed glass, and another as the processed glass. In annealed glass, again, I will subcategorize in three parts. One is the normal clear glass, another is the tinted glass, and third one is the reflective or coated glass. And in processed glass, again, I will divide it in the three parts. One is the tempered, another is the laminated, and third one is the double glazed unit.
So what should one know about their building project before they come and purchase or acquire glass from Impala Glass?
You should know about your building. That is very true, because different, as per your project, it has its own requirement. Like if you are making a commercial building, or you are making residential building, or you are making an institution, or it is hospital, or it is a mall. All these projects has different kinds of glass requirement. What I mean that different kinds of projects needs a different kind of glass specification. That is very important. So accordingly we can advise which glass is needed. Also you have to understand the orientation of your building, the project where it is located, right? It's a facing, it's a north facing or south facing or east facing or west facing. So you can get the optimized solution for your building, right? So that is what actually we advise to our client or customer.
What are some of the new trends and technologies that you're putting in place?
Yes, a lot of innovative and new product we are launching. Impala is committed to launch new product every year. Recently we have come out with digital printed glass. In digital printed glass, I have explained that any kind of printing you can do on the glass, and it is digitally printed, so the sharpness of the print is very high, and it is highly durable. As long as the glass is there, the printing is there. So this product is very much in demand in the commercial project, and in the churches, in the partitions, in the roof light. This is the one product. Apart from that, we have also started making curved glasses. So the curved glasses are used for staircases, in balconies, or in office partitions. So that is another project. The third product that we are also launching, and it is already there in the market, and that is called acoustic laminated glass, where the sound doesn't come inside the building. So this is also a very good product. Basically, it is very much used in the hotels. So these are the products we have, new products and the technology that we have launched in the Eastern Africa.
Tell us, give us a parting shot.
Impala is there in the market for the last 60 years. We know the local market better than anyone else. We know the climatic condition of this territory, in this region. So we know what kind of glass will suit the tropical conditions of this continent. So there we have the upper hand. We being so long in the market, we know that what are the challenges there, and what are we have learned from the mistakes that we have done in the past, and the way we are changing our, I told you, our machines are upgraded one, the innovative one, latest one. So you can expect the best product also out of that.
And there you have it from Mr. Prakash at Impala Glass, from fireproof to soundproof to decorative glass, all over here. You can't get this anywhere else, only on Property Focus. Thank you, Mr. Prakash. What a show, what a show, what a show. I've absolutely enjoyed bringing you this wonderful episode. Property Focus is your window into the world of architecture, building construction, and real estate. Let's continue to keep these conversations going via social media. I'm your host, Peter Ngigi. Enjoy your evening.